Lost in the top five, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to Commonwealth Stadium in Lexington, Kentucky, home of the Wildcats. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on a fellow SEC opponent, the Kentucky Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Start us off. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Kentucky's offense comes onto the field first today. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're...
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And he's got it inside the 20.
I love offensive coordinators. They're not afraid to be aggressive early in games. And how about that? Dialing up a shot right away in the first series, trying to seize the momentum.
He dialed up a beauty on that last one. It got him inside the red zone. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 16. Makes the grab. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. Trying to surge it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wildcats!
Well, they wanted to turn the page after losing their last game, so how about you come out in this one? On the opening drive, you march the entire field and you put 6 up on the board. You can't start a game better than that.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he's going to bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. So the Texas Longhorns offense will go to work for the first time. I know Bo Nix has the single-season completion record, but this guy may make a run for it if he has many more games like the last one, David.
It was crazy. I mean, it was interesting to watch, man. Just in a rhythm, not fooled, like just so confident, knew his answers to the test before the questions were even asked. And defensively, that presents a huge challenge. And Jesse, how do you want to attack him? Because something has to change after that last game we saw.
Yeah, I think one of the big keys for him having that kind of day and that kind of accuracy was his offensive line gave him a lot of time to survey the field and throw darts. So if you're on defense here, you've got to find a way to disrupt his rhythm. You've got to be able to get pressure on him. You don't necessarily have to get him to the ground and sack him, but the ball has got to come out early. You cannot let him sit back there and pick you apart.
Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. Grabbed over the middle. It's ball. Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. Running back searching for a hole. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Looking to throw on first down. Get it out on the screen. Turning it on! Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here comes Kentucky after picking up that first down. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll give it to the back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, you could make a case this is the game of the week in the SEC. Arkansas needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Fayetteville behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Texas A&M. Games like these just mean more in the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big happens you should see.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Off play action. Starting to feel a little pressure.
Most offensive coordinators want to be really aggressive on second and short. And I love the quarterback here. He drops back the pass thinking being aggressive. Nothing available. Scramble. Give me an easy first down.
Gets it to him on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Dropping back, it's Manning. Grab behind the line. It's Washington. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And the Longhorns come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding third and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a fourth down.
Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Leaves it with the back. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They'll move the wide receiver. Back to the ground with the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. On third and long, he has to throw for it. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Man, that's exactly what this defense needs. They found themselves now in a hole. They're trailing. Got to get pressure on this QB. Can't give him time to get comfortable. They get to him, get the big sack. Maybe this gets them back in the football game.
Kentucky sends out the punting unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Signals for the fair catch and looks it in at the 40. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Complete with conviction on the crosser. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Longhorns in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Give to the back. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. This offense lining up now at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
And the Longhorns have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. To the air, it's Manning. Quick strike complete. Still running at the 40. It's a seam wide open. Touchdown Longhorns! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Lining up for the PAT. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Patterson. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Power football with the run. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. To the ground. He's got it again. Fights off the defender. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Looking to fire. Caught near the sticks. It's McGowan. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. They've got a first down here to open the period. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. They're down to the 32-yard line on 1st and 10. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Got it behind the line. It's Watt. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Wildcats back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. From the gun, running back gets the give. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to go up top. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. and they'll push that lead out a little further.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. Reads it, fires complete.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Caught near the sticks, it's Moore. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. They are dialed in on this drive, a couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Getting closer and closer to midfield, out of bounds, they'll mark it at the 47. The Longhorns can really attack on this second and short. They'll go to the ground. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. Third and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Wants to throw. It's Manning. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. The Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. Grabbed in the middle. It's Wingo. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. Handoff from the shotgun. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas!
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Big one this week in the SEC. Heck, they're all big ones in that conference. Arkansas is in front. They've played awfully well today, and while there's no Darren McFadden out there, this group is fighting.
Wants to throw on first down. Got it set up on the outside.
They're up by just one over Texas A&M. Just another week of SEC football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Under fire. It'll be third and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He's going to throw deep right side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. Kentucky will be forced to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Going for the big play. Makes the grab inside the 30. They get him down on the play, and this big-armed sophomore is not afraid to show off the gun. This offense always looking for those big, explosive plays, and now they've got it just inside the 30. Quickly out to the tight end. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Here's the give off the left side. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. They pick the spot. It's going to be about a 37-yard attempt. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And after the 3-spot guys, we're all tied up.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Toss to the outside. At the 35, he's loose. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Finds his back in the middle. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Wildcats can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Hauls it in. They'll mark him out of bounds right at the 45-yard line.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
And the Wildcats have it with a 1st and 10. Going to the running game. There he goes. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Down to the 26-yard line and a 1st down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. And the Wildcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll try the left side. Nice move to keep running. He's dragged down to the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Motion from the wide receiver. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. Never a doubt. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. Fielded in the end zone. It's Gibson. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Man, a lot of ways to describe those first 2 quarters in Lexington, but let's just go with notable. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Kroger Field.
The Wildcats will boot it away to start the second half. And he's coming out of the end zone. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Texas offense. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
To throw, it's Manning. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
And the Longhorns send out the punt unit. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. The fair catch just inside the 40. Finding an escape route. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. He'll keep it himself. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The Wildcats come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get the first through the air. Plucks it out of the air. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. And the Wildcats now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. A little screen to the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Now facing a third and long. He wants to throw it again. Lofts one high and deep. He's got it inside the 25. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
And I love this offensive approach, man. All gas, no brakes. You got the lead, so what? Continue to do what you do. Find those one-on-one situations and continue to stay aggressive.
This Kentucky offense doing work. They're set up with another first down. The give to the back. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Back to pass. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
How about this goal line defense? On first down, they expect the run, they stuff it for a loss, and on second down, expecting pass, they can now get after the quarterback and bring him down for a sack. They are pushing this offense back in the wrong direction. This has been textbook goal line defense here as of late.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Oh, they're after him. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
That's 2 plays in a row now. I think this quarterback's been a bit too greedy. Down by the goal line. I know you want to throw a touchdown. You want to make the highlight-type play, but you've got to be smart. You got to know the situation. You got to throw the ball away if nobody's open.
And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. He'll try to put one down the boulevard from 42 yards out. He splits the uprights. They double their lead up to 6 here in the third quarter. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A pair of top 15 teams throwing haymakers today. Let's show you the very latest. Rutgers is currently ahead in this one. The folks in Piscataway have been in a frenzy all week, but they're in the birthplace of college football. This one is close. They're up by 5 over Oregon. Just another week in the Big Ten where the only constant is chaos, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Working well behind the sticks on second down. To the air, it's Manning. Unloads to the right. Got his man. And he's still running after the move. They finally get to him. The what a play there to pick up the first down. Guys, the levels of hype and impatience awaiting the arrival of Arch Manning pretty much unsustainable over the last couple of years. Meanwhile, Quinn Ewers was pretty doggone good. But Arch is pretty deserving of all of this attention, I'd say, Jesse.
He's very, very talented. That jumps off the film when you watch him. You can see why he was so highly regarded coming out of high school. You can see why Texas fans are so impatient to finally watch what he does this year. Now, it's one thing to do it against Louisiana Monroe. It's one thing to do it against UTSA and Mississippi State. Can he do it against the Georgias? Can he do it against the big boys in the SEC on a consistent basis? We can't wait to find out.
He steps out of bounds right at the 15-yard line. The Longhorns with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. He's moving out of the pocket. Headed to the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorns! You have to wonder what the defense was thinking there. I mean, he just gashed them all by himself.
Right, and you think quarterback runs sometimes, but you can't think about it all the time, and you got misdirection. There's so many things to look at. The quarterback can throw it, but when you got an athlete behind center that can do that, it's just frustrating. Too many things to try to stop.
Setting up for the extra point that would put them on top. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Got his man quickly. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Punt is in the air. Hauls it in at the 25. Turns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Motion from the wideout. They're going to run it to the right. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. And the Longhorns in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. The Longhorns can really attack on this 2nd and short. Motion from the back. Oh, he's got a chance. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the 1st down. Longhorns are on the move. Back to throw, it's Manning. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Quickly to the tight end. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Longhorns come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Surging forward on the sneak. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Gonna run it. It's Baxter. Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying play action. Throws to the back. Caught close to the marker. It's Baxter. Touchdown, Texas! And they take it in for 6 more points.
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmaker, slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football, he'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
The AT unit on the field. The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
31, Kentucky, 23.
On the move from inside is 5. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Grab behind the line. It's long. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright, and you just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
When you talk about outstanding pass rushers, you're always talking about dynamic guys, and he's been that each and every week for this defense. Speed, he's got power. You just simply can't block him, and that last play is his 10th sack of the season.
The kick is on its way. Hand goes into the air for the fair catch, and the catch is made around the 40. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute, build this lead a little bit bigger, put this thing away in the 4th quarter.
Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. Looking for a man. It's Manning. The throw. This time on target. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? He'll sneak it. He has the first and still on his feet. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Longhorns are on the move. To the air on first down. Snagged out of the air.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Makes the grab on the left. Down to the 26-yard line where the tackle is made. Pick up a 5 and a first down. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. Breaks into the open. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. And the Longhorns can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Grab near the marker. It's Wingo. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. From the gun, running back on the move. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Looking for a gap, it's Baxter. Touchdown Longhorns! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They are finishing the deal, building the lead here in the 4th, and they are going to go to 7-0.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and the lead balloons to 15. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, every game in the Big Ten so very critical. How about this one today? Iowa is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winner Niall Kinnick among the legends to wear that uniform. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Penn State. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one. Back to you.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Safe completion on the screen. Got room at the 35. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Law. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Second down.
To the air on second down. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. Give to the running back. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. And the Wildcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Rush is on him. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Using his legs, it's Baxter. Shows him the stiff arm. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The marker rests at the 39, and that's what they need here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Wingo. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29. The handoff, keep working on that clock. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And that will extend their lead even further.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
He'll bring it out. It's Patterson. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Makes a pass to Marker. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
He's got the back in the middle. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. Kentucky right back to the line.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Here comes Kentucky after picking up that first down. He's got him. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Wants to keep it in the air. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming. Wants to go up top. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats. The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
Lining up to add another.
Kicker on for the extra point.
Splits those uprights right in half. So a drive there of 85 yards. They're definitely up against it. Time running out. Down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
On the run, it's Baxter. And the spin move bought him a little time, just not a lot of yardage. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. The field goal is no good. After the miss, the lead still at 11.
Man, sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Makes the grab. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. And they spike it and get the clock stopped. The DBs will back off a bit. The Wildcats really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll try to get it through the air. Complete to the right. And a sweet catch and a nice gain gets it down to the 30-yard line. And they spike it to stop the clock. Backed up now, here's second and long.
Brings up second down.
Back to pass. It's complete to the left. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a first down. It's a lost cause, but they keep fighting. Caught in the backfield, it's Brown. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Plenty of fireworks in this one, a lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
It's amazing how much offense has just boomed in college football. So good, so many ways to hurt you, and you saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them. So much speed, so much firepower on both of these offenses. And man, we saw that here today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.